Hi Leo, welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So today we're going to be looking at your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended and personal reading with me, okay? How are you guys doing, Leo? I love it when the seasons switch to, fire sign season, my season, Sagittarius season. Because sometimes water sign season can be a bit much. Okay, so let's do it. By the way, this is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? So in your overall energy for the reading here, Leo, you have the Seven of Wands. In your overall challenges, you have the King of Swords. You could be dealing here with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel that in this present moment, there's something about you looking deep within and wanting to be protecting your inner child at all costs. To a point where I feel that there's something about you wanting to either, one, restructure something, or you want to defend yourself fully. Because the Seven of Wands in my other deck is like somebody who is sitting on a bubble and they're kind of like protecting it very, very much. So it could be about you trying to protect your inner peace because you're dealing here with somebody who could be a bit playing some sort of mental games. So in the past, you have the King of Cups and also the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful energy. I feel that you're trying to give life towards something that you feel very, very good about. And I feel that there was some sort of a tide that was shifting or a turning of table happening here, changing of a season, but I feel that your energy was being very, very good there. Now they have the Nine of Cups and also the Page of Pentacles. This is what I love about fire signs love, you know what I mean? Because fire signs love are felt, are seen, are like you could feel the warmth of a fire sign's love. And I feel that your love was felt by them truly to a point where you made them feel so good about themselves, okay? Now, okay. However, this person was not really ready to be at the level or the kind of like expectations that you might have of them. Okay, they're coming up here with the Page of Pentacles. You could be dealing here with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but there's something about them being a bit hesitant in moving things around or, just basically rolling the ball to get the ball keep on rolling. Now, in the present moment, they have the Two of Wands and also the Three of Cups. From your side, you have the Hermit and you also have the Six of Cups. You have a very deep emotions when it comes to this person. However, this person right now is being at a situation where they could not really get out of. And I feel that this has been a bit of a challenging. So you see in this card, how this person is being tied to those wands and he's talking to the bird. I think the bird is you. So there's something exciting about your energy because they feel that it gets them or it distracts them. You kind of like are a little bit like their sweet escape in a way, but they're kind of like quite tied to something. And again, it could be a job that, they're very busy, or it could be their past relationship that maybe they have children together, or it could be about their addiction. It could be about anything, but I feel that with the Hermit here, you understand that and you're in the energy where you're asking to yourself whether or not you want to be dealing with this. Them, however, they have the Three of Cups in a way that they really do love the friendship aspect of the connection. They do like your company. It makes them feel very, very good about themselves. You here with the Six of Cups, you feel a very strong soul ties connection to them. Now in the future, Page of Wands and also the Three of Swords from your side. From this person's side, they have the Queen of Pentacles and also the Five of Cups. You could be dealing here with two people. If you're single and you're open to dating somebody new, I feel that there might be somebody coming your way. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel that it has a lot more to do with like you getting something out of it while also losing something. Okay? even if you're dealing with one person, you're not going to get everything that you want from this person. There's something here that needs to be sacrificed. We're going to clarify, yeah? This one. I want to use this one. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Wands and also the Hermit. Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Sun. Let's see from your side. Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, and also the Four of Pentacles. The thing about you is that you have a very big heart. I have a lot of Leos in my life recently, and I noticed that you guys have a really big heart. And you're willing to help somebody out. Because again, I feel like there's something here that they're struggling with, that they're stuck with. And you're willing to compromise about it. But at least they have to meet you halfway. And now you're starting to wonder, like, am I getting something in return here? Am I being loved the same way that I love this person? Am I being appreciated in the same way that I appreciate this person? Am I being chosen in the same way that I chose this person? So there's like a lot of that. Like you're willing, with the Two of Wands here, like you're willing to do that, but you're just like, am I getting something in return here? Or am I just getting breadcrumbs? So then Two of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, and also the Sun. You're dealing here with somebody who is after their own emotional fulfillment. I feel like this person here is very much focused on their self-interest. You got the Nine of Cups in the past and also the Nine of Cups in the present moment as their clarifier, which means that they're very focused on themselves. And sometimes it's good, like to focus on yourself in a relationship while you're also maintaining the relationship at the same time. But I just feel that this person here has this tendency to just focus on them. What can I get out of this? It's different when you are loved for what you do for someone and when you're loved for who you are as a person. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. Three Cups, and I feel that this person loves you because of how you make them feel. Let's see the Six of Cups. Tower, Ten of Swords. Bro, Leo. Similar reach to Cancer, kinda. So you could be dealing here with a Cancer as well. Was it Cancer or Gemini? I don't know, I forgot. But anyway. If you're not in a relationship yet, this person could still be exploring their options, okay? But they do like your company. I'm going to clarify this Five of Wands and Tower. But they're very adamant and like, this is, oh, okay, I got it now. What I notice is that when we're talking about emotions and the presence is very feminine. And again, I'm a feminine, okay, I'm a woman. When it comes to energy, feminine is very much more of like receiving, okay? So I just feel that you're dealing with somebody here who is not really an initiator, who's not really going to be initiating anything, who's not going to be pursuing, who's not really going to be chasing, but it's more like, yeah, come, like, let's talk. Like, I'm going to be open to it. Like, I'm still going to be here with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm still going to be this figure, but more than that, it's going to be very difficult to get them really moving out of it. Now, you, Six of Cups, clarified by the Tower, Ten of Swords, and also the Ace of Pentacles. I understand the fact that you love them very much. I have two interpretations for this, okay? So the first one here, there's going to be something that you're going to be compromising because they could not give you what you want. However, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, they're going to give you something like, okay, then let's find that, let's plan something. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for instance, you've been dating for a while and you want to be moving in together. They're going to give you okay, I'm going to start looking for us to, for a place for us to stay together. Something like that, okay? Something practical, something tangible. And you'll see that as an Ace of Pentacles. You see that as an improvement, completely neglecting the emotional aspect that you need from this connection. Because you need that. That's the core that is shaken up the most. But because because they said that, okay, I'm going to, again, this is an example. Okay, I'm going to start looking for a place for us to stay together. You take that as, yes, you're taking that as like, okay, this is a brand new start. But if you need that, you have to also communicate it to them. The other thing, other than the pentacle stuff. Or maybe it could be as simple as like, okay, let's go on a date. Like you see that as an Ace of Pentacles. And them showing up to a date. Okay, let's clarify the future. Oh yeah, my second interpretation of this card is, this is a connection that has been going on with you for a very, very long time. Yeah. Through all of the fights, through all of the argument, through all of the conflicts, through all of the sabotages that both you and this person has done to this connection, has shaken you to the core, to a point where you completely forget who you are and you're being very strongly attached to this person. So it's kind of like a trauma bonded type of thing. So you gotta ask yourself, and like, is this feeling, especially if you've been dealing with this person for more than a year, like you need to start asking yourself, is this love or is this trauma? Am I really in love and being in love in return, or am I being trauma bonded here? Okay? Because I forgot whose reading was that. Where it's either Cancer or Gemini, where they think that like a conflict, a sabotage, a manipulation, or like a triangulation, it gets them to get back into the feelings. But I forgot which sign was that. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify the future. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Okay, let's clarify the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. My elbow's starting to hurt. I have a tennis elbow and I've been doing like a lot of readings and shuffling, so it's starting to hurt. But anyway. The problem is this connection has a lot to do with you are sure, they're not really. This is your main thing. Not really. Or it's like, not undermining, but it's more like, yeah, later. Okay, later. Like, this is how I feel right now. But like, I didn't really think about what I'm going to do or if I can maintain this type of energy. So in the future, there's going to be them wanting to nurture these connections by a lot. But I don't know, this person keeps disappointing you. Because there's 1 minute where they are nurturing this, trying to mend things, trying to love, in touch with their emotional side and very aligned with it. And then there's time where it's the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like a stagnated growth, something that begins really hot but also ends really cold. So it's like zip, you know what I mean? It's the kind of thing like you making like your New Year resolution and you're just doing it for a month. And then after that, you completely forgot about the resolutions. That's what I'm feeling from this future card from them. Where at the moment, yeah, they are wanting to do this, but then I see that fire die down pretty quickly, but they're still attached to you. You, Page of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess, Six of Wands in reverse, and also the Temperance. At first, you're observing and you're okay with it. You feel that, I don't know if I should trust it, but maybe I should. But the moment that you trust it, that's when the stagnated growth, the Ace of Wands in reverse happens, and you're being frustrated, like, okay, it's happening again. You're not being consistent. You're not being persistent. You said you're going to do this. I don't feel that you're doing this. You kind of like see the effort decreasing, and you start feeling disconnected from this person. And with the Temperance card here, like you're pushing through it. You're being very patient about it. Now, Five of Cups, clarified by the Five of Cups and also the Three of Swords, clarified by the Strength, Four of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. From your side, you have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords. So as soon as they feel that they have fully control of the situation, that means that they don't need to stress about it. They don't need to solve anything about it. They don't need to do anything about it. And they're back being the Two of Pentacles. But again, like if you were to be coming to them and say that, yo, I feel that we're not really connecting anymore, or I feel disconnected with you, or I feel that I'm lonely in these connections and everything like that, then they get confused, you know? It's very weird reading this one. I don't even know what to title this. From your side, you have this idea of like, oh, like what kind of like happy union we're gonna be. Finally, we're gonna be together in this, you know, very happy, fulfilling type of union. And then yet again, once they start not really prioritizing this, that's when you have the Nine of Swords. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Cancer. Cancer, Leo. Sorry. Advice for Leo, please. Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and also the Four of Swords. Yeah, because you're all about swords here. And it's not your element, honey. You're not a sword person. You're not an air sign. We are not designed to overthink things. We're designed to take actions. We're designed to be very optimistic. We're designed to be larger than life. We're designed for our confidence. And the more that you be somebody that you're not designed to be, the more that you're going to dim down your fire. Okay? So the advice here has a lot to do with that. Just focus on you. Focus on the Nine of Pentacles in this deck of mine is very interesting because this is the After Tarot deck, see? So it's going to be very different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. But as you can see, this woman right now is touching the grapes while now she let go, or she took off her gloves and she's finally touching the grapes. There are certain things here that feel scary for you, maybe because, especially if this has been something that a connection that has been running for you for more than a year, let's say, for instance, right? It has become like a habit, or it has become a familiarity for your nerve system. And now what you need to do is to introduce that to something that is newer. So every time you feel triggered to overthink about these connections, you snap right out of it, you walk, you do something, make a new rituals. It has become your rituals to do this. And you're at a point where you're like, Anisa, if I'm not overthinking about this, what am I going to do? I'm so used to overthinking about this. That's the point. You're used to it, you know what I mean? So make another habit. All right, and let it roll. With the Wheel of Fortune, there's so many more beautiful things that you could be focusing about. And I feel that the universe here is really helping you with that, you know? Make it your habit, make it your familiarity to think of what is positive, to think of the things that just makes you feel good about yourself, okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I'll see you in the extended. Bye guys, have a great day. I love you.